Everybody. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will be glad and rejoice in it. Woo! So I just came in from my mid-morning bike experience, and I have to say, for it to be October 31st, it is really warm outside. And as I was taking in the air, listening to the birds, and the bees and the trees and Queen Mother Nature, it dawned on me, and I saw this on the news earlier, that it is record-breaking temperatures for a lot, a lot of states around this country. And other states are preparing for heavy rain and snow. And listen, people, we're not new to this. We've known for quite some time that we're not supposed to participate in these pagan ritualistic holidays. Yes, it's a day of remembrance. I would even say that it is a day to remember our ancestors, remember those that came before us, remember their lives, remember the sacrifices that they made, remember how much they wanted to, how bad they wanted to see the doors of freedom and what that would look like. What would that look like? Freedom. I mean, real freedom. Freedom from participate. Freedom from being governed by entities that have nothing to do with why God created us and why we're here. They paid with their bones. They paid with their blood. They paid with prayers that one day we as a people would rise up and say, no more, no more. So, what's it going to take? Because Mother Nature says she's no longer accommodating the earth to make things comfortable for these holidays. She's not going to give us the cool breeze so our children are not stifled in costumes and things that they made us buy and put on our children. The things that really go against every fiber of our being. But we've adopted it so much so that it hurts. It hurts people to come away from traditions that they're used to. And whose traditions? Because they're not our traditions. When has, when has witchcraft, trickery, sorcery, magic, that was part of our ancestry. That is the reason, the very reason why we are in bondage now is because they partook in those things, in those rituals, and those seances and conjurings of spirits and praying to other deities and worshiping other things other than the creator of the universe. Yes, there are other gods, but we're not supposed to pray to them or praise them because they still answer to, bow to, submit to the will of the one and only true living God. So when are we going to get it? When are we going to understand that the only reason why we don't have freedom is because we're still participating? So as cute as the little girls and the little boys look in their outfits, that's not anything that we should be enjoying. If anything, and like I sent out that request for those that are willing to go out into the universe and say, Father God, we're sorry. We're sorry for being wayward. We're sorry for participating in these rituals. We're sorry for putting anything above you. We're sorry. We want out of this way of life because it's not serving your purpose. And we can't serve our purpose if we're serving someone else's purpose. When are we going to understand? We're either going to serve man's purpose or we're going to serve God's purpose. And for me, I want to serve the purpose of the one that created me. Man didn't create me. So although man might employ you, man might pay you, you think it's time, and it's really time. We're going to have to suffer through some things. We're going to have to give up some things, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. We've gotten so used to, we hold on to, we work so hard, work our fingers to bone for things that man made. When are we going to commit that much work and that much devotion and that much time to why we're here? It's not as hard as we think. How hard is it just to say no, no, mm-mm, I don't believe in that. Just because you say I'm supposed to, so what? No, we have to start exercising our right to say no. Because if we don't, and we're in agreement, and we're complacent, it's never going to stop. We'll always be under someone else's rule, and we will never, never achieve the level of greatness that God has specifically designed for you. So I implore you today, think again, think again before you go filling up candy bags with stuff that's only going to make your kids crazy because it's artificially made, because the sugar and the sweeteners, studies show that those ingredients, when given to animals, make them violent, mm, make them so distorted in their thinking that they attack and kill each other. But we go around collecting on this day pounds and pounds of candy rather than, if we're going to use the things that they make, how much of that money could you go buy some fresh produce and fruit for and give to someone that doesn't have a meal, or put it in your own refrigerator? A lot of times I see people on Halloween, they ain't got a stitch of food in their refrigerator, but got buckets and buckets and buckets of candy. What sense is that making? What sense is that making? So I'm going to reset and rest, rejuvenate, and prepare for the sundown because I do hear the voices of the dead. And as spooky as it might sound, mm-mm, the truth is, it's really normal. If you're in tune with nature, if you're in tune with our Creator, these things are normal. Yes, spirits exist. Yes, there's a lot of unrest, especially for our people, for our ancestors, because every other lineage, every other race of people have had the opportunity, have had the commemorations, the ceremonies, the remembrance, but ours have not. Ours have been locked away in dungeons, made tourist attractions. I can't. I can't participate in the mockery of all the suffering of my people. We need to. That's our responsibility to raise proper burial grounds and proper monuments for our people. How disrespected would you feel if you risked your life for, gave your life for, willingly, without complaint. And those that came after you accept the shabby monuments, accept those old slave quarters, those old battlegrounds, those old, ooh, how dare we not remember them properly? How dare we not give them a proper burial? How dare we say that we love and we honor our ancestors and hardly not any monument of things that we've made? We've made. No other nation of people let other people dictate how they remember their ancestors, how they bury their ancestors. But we wait for approval, knowing approval never going to come. But we don't have the heart, we don't have the desire, we don't have the faith, and we don't have the courage to do it for ourselves, and have the resources. But people so stingy with how we remember our people. We have to do better by them, or they're not going to do right by us. Because the fact of the matter is, we need them more than they need us. Because at this point, they've already ascended. Yeah. hmm They've won, and we're losing. So if we're going to level up and level up right, and really go asking for their help, we're going to have to do right by them. Yeah. And that starts, like I said, when my children get home from the schoolhouse and the weather calms down a little bit. I'm not going through my neighborhood asking for candy, wearing costumes. Mm. We're going through these neighborhoods with Bible and scripture and armor and asking for their help, telling them how much we appreciate, genuinely appreciate their sacrifice, their strength, their courage, their resilience, and maybe we can start shifting this balance. Yeah, Because in 5 days, no matter who take office, it's checkmate for us. We not get no help, not from these people. Maybe in other countries, because quite frankly, we not the issue. We never been the issue. Nobody, nobody have issue with us. Their issue is with the other folks, and I think y'all know who them other folks are. So always remember to lead with love, because as grim as it might sound, hey, rejoice, because the God that we serve says this is the year of freedom for the oppressed. And we have been oppressed long enough. This is the year. And don't think that these calendar years mean anything. We're talking about a year in the eyes of our Father. That could be the next 50 years, 100 years, because all of this is only a blink of an eye to Him. So when He says that this is the year, mean can't stop, won't stop, don't stop. And if you truly are child, if you truly are a child of the Most High, we've got work to do. We've got to get in the game. Quit talking about it. Quit talking about it and be about it. That's my mission, especially being mother to all males. My oldest is 25. My younger ones are 8 and 10. My second born would be 19 tomorrow. And maybe God is intentional. Maybe I understand the plight of the black man so much because I brought forth 4 of them. And with every birth, that message got a little clearer and a little louder and a little deeper. If you want these sons of yours to have some peace on this earth, to know their position on this earth, you're going to have to put in some work. Don't take me being a man to know a man's position. Don't take me being a man to raise one. It take me being a man to train them. But God is my head. So God trains them. And they listen. They do. hmm Peace, love, and light, everybody. May the Spirit of the living God fall fresh on you. May you know that you are loved, that you are beautiful, that you are a phenomenal cosmic being, that you harness the power of all the elements of nature, that nature wants to connect with you. Nature wants to embrace you. Nature wants to tell you who you are. Mhm. I know who I am. I'm Daddy's princess. Even though sometimes I might do some things, say some things, get beside myself and cut somebody with my words, hey, I'm still learning. I'm still growing. But I know how to say I'm sorry. I know how to say, can you forgive me? Do you still love me? Because I love you. Always, always lead with love. Peace and blessings. And I will see you this evening.